All right, there we go. We got it now.
I think I got one going. I don't know about the other
Oh
one.
yeah, it's working.
Is
It's
it?
working.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just full.
Okay.
All right.
This is another learning process
Okay,
for me.
then you bring the volume down. Bring the volume down. There we go. We did it.
No, we didn't. Opinions expressed are those of the show host, not WSTU or Treasure Coast broadcasters. Any reproduction or reuse of this program without the written consent of WSTU is strictly prohibited.
Righto.
Good.
Good
So
job,
here we go.
Debbie. All
No,
right.
I flubbed it up right at the end.
That's
Right in the important part.
It's all right. It's all good. We're here.
We're here. We're on the air.
Yes.
And we're alive and well.
Yeah.
And we've got a wonderful
We
full house.
Yes, we do have a full house, and we have lots to get to. And we want to introduce to our listening audience, no stranger to the show, somebody who's been here before, no stranger to our community.
All of our
right?
Our visitors today are all community
minded people. So,
yes,
and it's a community minded show. So
it is.
There it is. How coincidental is that? It's amazing.
Yeah.
So Virginia Hill from the Stewart Kiwanis Club is here to join with us today, and we thank you for being here, Virginia.
Oh, thank you so much. It's a pleasure.
Yeah.
Thank you for having us.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. So the reason why you are here, there's a special something that's happened, and you've been in the newspaper, you've been in the global news, really. So tell us.
True.
Yes.
This is really an amazing story that really started 35 years ago in our community when the Kiwanis Club decided to build a children's park. But we just finished, as you all know, a huge expansion, a nearly $500,000 expansion to make it a destination playground for the children in our community here. And we submitted it to Kiwanis International to their worldwide signature project contest in regards to what we have done with it here in this community. And we were really shocked when a couple of months ago we received notice that we had made the finalist list, the top 30 in the world.
How many?
Almost 600 applications, and all 8,000 plus Kiwanis clubs around the world from 96 different countries participated in one way or another. Wow. So there was
in different projects,
in all different projects that they had done in their communities, and they're all over the place. They're everything because every Kiwanis club is unique to their own community and their needs of their community. So we submitted ours about the park, and a whole group of us, when we found out that we had placed as finalists, we went out for the international convention, which was in Denver, Colorado, and we just came back 2 weeks ago, and we were awarded the silver award. So we made the second in the entire world from our little park here in Martin County, Stewart, Florida.
Right.
Congratulations.
It's just incredible. Yes.
Mm-hmm. So that's a bit of a partnership too with the city of Stewart.
Absolutely. It is an incredible partnership, to be honest. This partnership began 35 years ago, and if it were not for the city working with us so well and having someone like Milton Leggett to work with there in the city, it would never have been possible to build it into what it is today. But it is the most, they have surveyed the areas, and it is the most used children's park by far in Martin County, and it is the one that they have the most permits for because all the kids want to go there for their birthday parties, of course. So
it's always packed.
It is always packed. I went the other morning at 9:30 to put stuff in, and I got like the last parking place on a Saturday morning at 9:30 in the morning. So
wow.
Yeah, it's incredible. The kids just love it, and it's been tremendous ever since we opened that section in March, the first weekend in March. So,
so is there a plaque that is going to go up at the park?
We are working on that right now. As a matter of fact, we hope to present it to the city shortly, and we're really looking forward to that because this was I mean, every time I think about it, I get chill bumps because it's just such an incredible honor to be recognized out of all these different clubs. They said they actually had more than 100 more applications than normal, and
Wow.
and so
Stiff competition.
yeah, it was, and when you saw all 30 of them, they gave all of them during convention. They showcased them during the convention. So our park was showcased on an international level, but with all these incredible things that these other clubs had done all
Right.
around the world, and we're all sitting there going, I don't know. Will we make a finalist in this? This
Yeah.
is some really incredible things that all
So,
these people have done around the world, and then to be announced. And we're in the little harder club because anyone that's has 28 members or more, and we're in the 50s. So we're in with the really big groups and the
wow.
really big clubs for competition. So that made it a little harder too, but
Right.
but
Right.
it was really amazing
What
to
were
have
some
that.
of the things that people did around the world in their communities?
It was incredible. So the ones who won ahead of us was out of Jamaica, and they had started a relay race to because there was really not the services needed for the oncology and particularly for breast cancer there. And they had done a special relay race that they have now up to 2,500 people attend every year, and it helps actually fund the oncology wing that they help to develop in the hospital there in
Nice.
Jamaica. So
Wow.
That's
yeah,
wonderful.
and
Yeah.
they also help to provide care for people who are indigent and do not have the funds to go to the hospital. So they also provide care in that way. And there was other groups that did all kinds of things. Like there was one group that started a fair. For their community. They had never had a fair and they wanted a fair, and they actually run their club actually runs the fair every year. I mean, think of how
Wow.
much work that is too. But
So did each club do a video presentation for the other people in attendance for this?
well, they actually asked us to answer certain questions all
Okay.
about the club, and we gave
Mhm.
verbal answers to them, which were
Wow.
used in
All
part
right.
of the selection, and then part of that was used in what they formulated their own video on. And then they asked us to submit um, pictures about
Oh,
what all
stills.
we had done,
Hmm.
stills. But we
Okay.
also submitted. They would take some videos, and we had one woman here when we first opened the park videotape it and put it on Instagram, and she's literally going down the slides and everything and putting it. So we submitted that too along with it. So
Sure.
and she had hundreds of followers on her stuff, and she's like, "This park is the greatest, and everything you ever want to know is right here." And she starts running through the whole park with it. So it was really a cute
Wow.
little video.
Oh, perfect.
So we put that in as well, and
Yeah. Well
it was
done.
yeah, it was
Nice.
really nice. It was really nice. It was just it was nice to be able to go up there with our Governor Prairie. Real, who's head of the entire Florida division, and she was there with us as well to accept the honor. So that was, it was really definitely a highlight of my Kiwanis career, you could say.
I would say so.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So knowing that you're now one to sit on your laurels, I'm wondering what is next. What else
Oh
can
my
we
goodness.
do?
Well, we're never finished. You're never finished with a park because you're never finished with a home, right? I mean,
Yeah.
anything that
Right.
is out there in the open, you've got to take care of. There's
Right.
always more things to do. There is one other thing that we most definitely want to try to work on, and that is a new ground surface for under the old swings. So we completely renovated the swings. We've repainted them. We had some trouble getting the belt swings actually in, so the swings were down for a couple of months, unfortunately. But they were finally able to get all the new hardware that would fit on it and everything. The swings have all been reopened, but the kids are kicking the sand up there onto the new surface where the destination playground was built.
Mm.
And we know that long term, that sand is not good for
Yeah,
the
cuts-
maintenance
yeah,
and
right.
and the long term
Mhm.
life of that product. So believe it or not, putting a good rubber underlayment under a swing set is around $50,000. And
Wow.
it's amazing what all this stuff costs, right? I mean, we have put probably close to $2 million in this park over the last 35 years. And it has not been without the help of this community, and it has not been without the help of the city of Stewart, which have been, like I said, the most incredible partner you could ever want to have.
Wow.
But we had some really, we've had some nice things. Impact 100 gave us a nice little grant of about $33,000 for this last little part. And we've had grants from United Way. We've had grants from the Florida Kiwanis Foundation itself. We've had grants from a lot of grants over time, totaling probably more than $50,000 just from the Emmy Foundation here locally. And we have had a very generous partner in Heidi and Brandon Baird with Chambers Trust, who have also given us probably our largest donations. But this whole thing started with someone giving us an inheritance of about $87,000, 35 years ago to help start the park up, and a lot of different individuals along the way that have really made this entire thing possible. So
That's great.
yeah,
That's
it's
great.
incredible.
And so Kiwanis in the park is the pancake breakfast. That's coming up, right?
That will be back up every first Saturday in March is a celebration of Read Around the World. It's in celebration because it's the closest Saturday to Dr. Seuss's birthday, and we use that as a theme to kick off our big breakfast. And it is a literacy day.
It's fun. Everyone dresses up.
Oh yeah, we have so many people in costume.
They wear hats and costumes and picture ops.
All around. We have celebrity readers come in in costume and all kinds of things. And one year I had a friend that said to me, I went to the park for Pancakes, Virginia, and you're always there. Why weren't you there? I said, I was there. She goes, I didn't see you anywhere. I looked and looked and looked. I said, did you not see a woman in a blue wig? Oh, that was you? I said, so, if you're in costume, no one knows you're there. But it's just so fun. The kids love it. And this past one was huge because we actually had the grand opening for this last section, which opened the last big 3 sections, the 4-story tower, the big crab trap, the Oogle swing. And we had everyone there for the opening of that new section. And that was really remarkable. The kids were so excited, and that's what you do it for. Right. And when you're there and those kids are all lined up and they can't wait to be the first one down the slide or the first one over the top of the thing, and they're like bursting down the lines to get in there. It's so wonderful. And all the kids took off and they ran all over the place. And I looked down and there's this little girl and she's like standing right next to me kind of, and her dad says, she wants to talk to you. I said, oh, okay. I said, what is it? She says, I love this park. I just have to thank you for this.
And
I said,
adorable is
oh my
that?
God, every time I think about it, it just breaks my heart in many ways. I mean, it's just so heartwarming. It's just so incredible. And all you can say is, this is why I do it. This is why we raise the fund. This is why all the people who've given to us, and
the creative thinking that goes into it. I mean, I was involved in the Kiwanis when the thinking about doing the awnings to mirror what we were doing in downtown Stewart with the Riverwalk stage.
Right.
It was a brilliant concept to mirror that concept and give the kids some shade. Right.
And the shade is back up too if you haven't been. The shade's been down for we had that bad storm and it sheared off some bolts onto the things, but Milton has got that back up and the shade is back installed. So that's wonderful news too. We have 2 brand new signs on A1A in Colorado now as well. Right. And after many, many years, we have a brand new hopscotch court. Many thanks to US Paverscape for donating all of the pavers so that we could build the hopscotch. So that's brand new to the park also since the opening. And there may be some more things along the way where we're kind of tossing some new fun reading areas and maybe even a new music area down one side. So so maybe still some other fun things.
Stay tuned, more to come.
Yeah, there could be more to come.
Very good. Very good.
That's great.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
Anything else Kiwanis is doing you want to share with our listeners?
Well, I think that I would like to share one great achievement that we've also made this year, and it's really thanks to Judy Snyder, who really helped take this over and go with it. We were amazed to find out that in the past year we have given over 10,000 free books to children in Martin County, and that has been through not only the Pancakes in the Park free giveaways, giveaway of free books at the fair, but a giveaway of bookshelves and books through a number of different organizations in this town, including HPS, Helping People Succeed, including Habitat for Humanity, and there's several others that are connected with United Way and different ones that we have funneled those books into the community. But getting 10,000 books out
That's
to
huge.
children is really enormous. So we're super proud of that. We've got 3 little free libraries now in the park, all with a different age group, which is very nice. So you have 2nd grade and under, you got 3rd and 4th, and like 5th grade through 8th grade type thing, and another one. And soon to be, we will have a new little free library at Habitat Humanity at the Petaway Park area as well. So
Wow.
yeah, so very, very, very happy to have that. And I just have to say too that you can't do this without, we have K Family and all of the K Kids, the Builders Clubs, and the Key Clubs throughout the schools here in Martin County. And they have been incredibly instrumental in helping us with the park over the years.
Right.
And they help so much, and they help gather a lot of the books that we get in, and collect them, and we bring them in, and then the committee goes through and cleans and readies
Sorts
the
them.
books
Yeah.
and sorts them and
Yeah.
gets them to the right people. And it's a lot of work to do that, but Judy, her committee, and all of the kids that have helped along the way have really done an incredible job. So
if our listeners want to learn more about the Kiwanis organization, the Kiwanis Club, and where you meet,
Mhm.
and if they can participate, how do they get in touch with you?
So there are enormous ways to go about that. We can start with the club meets every 1st and 3rd Tuesday at Monero's Restaurant in Palm City. We meet at noon, and our meeting goes to 1:15. We wrap it up right promptly at 1:15 and out. Anyone in the community is welcome to join us at any time. You can also go on to www.kiwanisclubofstewart.com, and you will pick up a calendar and information on where we are. You can also contact us directly through the website. Any one of those ways would be great.
Or hit the donation button.
Yeah.
You can do that too. We're always in need of it, and the one thing about Kiwanis is 100% of your donation goes only back to your community. None of the funds that we use, even for our conventions or anything else by Kiwanis law, is ever allowed to be used. That is all generated personally and given to us by the members only. So every dollar of your donation goes to help children in our community. So
That's important to keep in mind. And if you are filling out a will and you need to you want to give money to a organization, Kiwanis could be there for you too.
Yeah, we've had two or three people do exactly that, and they are the ones who really helped to found the beginning of the park and ultimately to make this all happen. So it was through their generosity that both the Millers and the Hesslers gave us significant donations way back then, 35 years ago, and that helped cement where we are today, and gives the children in our community, such a wonderful place to play, a safe and wonderful community that everyone can enjoy.
Right. And it's a what is the proper term for the nature of the park so that handicapped children can use it?
It is an accessible park.
Accessible.
So right now, I would say the only part of our park that is not accessible is that area underneath the swings. It is the very last bit of sand that we have. But everything else, including the other swings on the other side of the park, are all accessible. And so an enormous part of the park became accessible in 2015. And with every renovation, every single piece has become more and more and more accessible. So now about 98% of the park is fully accessible.
And that means kids that are in wheelchairs, for example, can
Correct.
equally participate.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And that's what's really nice about the new Oogle swing too, because kids of all ages you can just crawl up on it. Like you can just get on it and get in it. And they even have one great big rocking swing type thing where you can actually roll the wheelchair up on it.
Mhm.
And that actually rocks back and forth, which is
Nice.
really nice.
Sure.
So yeah, it's great. And it's very close and very handy to a lot of children. And like the Gertrude Walden Center is so close that the city of Stewart actually
Right.
provides tram service so that their kids can come over and play on our park. But when we took down the last bit of our park in order to build the destination, we actually donated everything that was left because it was actually in really good shape to the Gertrude Walden Center. So we
Oh,
are
how
looking forward to
wonderful.
we're actually going to help them rebuild that section there for their children. So there's a lot to be done. We're by no means
Right.
stopping. We're going to be
I
an
knew this.
active. We're going to be an active. Continue to be a very, very active club in this community, and we need everybody's help. And if you're looking for something to do and would love to meet a lot of fun people who love their community, then we would love to see you any Tuesday at Monero's.
Very good.
First
Right.
and third.
First and third.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, super
Absolutely.
duper. We're Virginia Hill from the city of Stewart, Kiwanis Club, City of Stewart. We thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. We appreciate it. Thank you for having us today. Thank you. And thank everyone in the
And
community.
please come back
We
anytime.
do. We'll
Huh?
do. Thank
All
you
right.
so
All
much. Everyone have a great
Okay.
weekend.
Okay.
And it's time for commercial.
It
and you
is.
want to push the
F-
360 button. And there you go. Make the music come up. There we go. And then you can do the F1. All right. And we'll be right back.
Well, thank you, Frank. That's great.
You're very welcome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Have fun.
Yeah.
All right. Good seeing you again. I know I've seen you about all over the place.
familiar to me too.
I'm trying to remember exactly where it was, but as soon as I saw you, I'm like, oh gosh, I know.
And it was a pleasure meeting you.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Why can he move over here? Then I can ask him questions, and so I don't have to turn around. How would that be?
That works for me. Virginia, thanks again.
Thank
No,
you.
no problem.
All right. Take care. All right.
No, he doesn't have one.
You can flip the switch so you can hear the commercial because you got a minute and a half. Flip the switch. There you go. Turn up the volume. You should be able to hear it. No, go back. Flip the switch again.
I was on studio feed.
Okay. How come we don't hear anything?
I don't know.
Oh, I know.
It's
The
on.
microphone is supposed to be on. Okay, here we go. I don't know. We got probably. All right, we got one of the microphones that's hot, or something's hot on the board because when you should be able to hear stuff.
Shouldn't I go back to air feed?
There it is. Can you hear it?
Yeah.
All right, good.
And then I hit F10 again.
So yeah,
These got to come on though.
this means they're turned on. That turns. All right, and then hit the 360. There we go.
And we're back.
Yes, we are. Just when you thought it was safe and you want to throw the switch into studio feed,
There you go.
there you go. We won't hear
Okay.
that goofy echo. All right. We did it. And we're back. Thank you for sticking with us.
Yes. We got another community-minded person with us that's been
Okay.
around Stewart forever.
nice.
Mr. Keith
Okay, welcome
from
aboard.
Keith Homes Decor and
Yes.
his new places in Jensen Beach.
The guy with the pennies on the floor, right? I hear
Yes.
those. Okay, go ahead.
So tell us a little bit about your new venture.
I found a nice location right on Jensen Beach Boulevard to redo what we did for 25 years in downtown Stewart. We were known as Albert G, the store with the pennies on the floor. And we do home decor, floral arrangements, decorative merchandise, nice gifts, holiday ornaments and decorations.
Good. And you just came back from the Mart in Atlanta.
Yeah, the show was great. It was spectacular. I found a lot of wonderful merchandise to be bringing in over the next couple of months for season, which we know will be a successful season for all of us in the community.
It will be, yes. So tell us a little bit about how to reach you, what your address is, your phone number.
Our address is 1655 Northeast Jensen Beach Boulevard, right in the heart of right up on the hill in Jensen Beach, right across the street from Public Shopping Plaza. Our telephone number is 772-497-4939. And we're open from Tuesday through Saturday from 10 a.m. till 5 p.m.
And do you have a website yet?
Yes, we do. All right, you can find us. We're all over Facebook.
They won't hear you.
Oh.
You got to use a microphone. Or smoke signals. Turn on mic 4.
4?
Yeah, turn on red button. There you go.
Okay.
Yes, we do. We're all over. Yes, we do. We're all over Facebook. You can find us under Keith's Home Decor, and of course, we're also featuring all of our local artists. So not only are a home decor, we're also a local gallery. So we have everything from fine paintings, from fine art paintings, to our local artists all around, to actually a custom-made $5 keychain. So we have a lot of fun things for you to come down and see. Plus, we're running a wonderful event.
Wonderful. Tell us about it.
All right, we're winning to meet the artist event. The artist's name is Sunny Walker. She's a local artist right here in Jensen Beach. Been around forever and a day.
And she does excellent artwork.
Yeah.
And she has wonderful things. We're running it this Sunday, 7/28, from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. So come on down, have a glass of wine, some cheese, and a little bit of notch with us.
And she also writes books.
Yes, she does.
Yes, she does.
And you probably have a couple copies
Yes,
at
we
the
do.
store
Yes.
for her. Now, do you go into the home and you will go with people and tell them what they need or they don't need?
Yes, I will.
Oh, that's okay.
You want to do the...
Hi, Deb. Hi, Frank.
Hi.
Hi.
Yep. Whoop, put
What-
her back on.
Kimberly.
There she
There,
back
there
on.
she is.
All right. There you
Yeah.
go.
Okay.
Hi.
Why?
how-
That
you
was
guys
good
have-
timing. We just said your name.
I know my ears are ringing because I was listening to the show, but I just wanted to say that I'm so impressed with Keith and his store as well as his staff. I mean, they're just super nice people. As an artist that's been in the community for a while now, I can tell you that it's been an honor as well as a very excellent experience for me working with Keith's Home Decor. And they actually have sold several of my paintings, and they always have these wonderful, they call them wine and cheese, but Kimberly is like an expert at making these wonderful salami rolls, and we have such a great time. So I hope that your audience will come out this Sunday from 1 to 4 to Keith's Home Decor in beautiful Jensen Beach, and we'll get to meet you and serve you some wonderful wine and food.
Nice.
That sounds nice.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
wine and
And
salami.
you'll be there
Yeah,
also.
I'm in.
I will, God willing, I'll be there. I look forward to these events. I love meeting people, and I love sharing my art with people. I keep my prices very affordable so that anybody really working class can afford to purchase an original piece of art from a local artist.
Nice.
That's nice. And
Very
and,
good.
and, that,
So-
and it's for the community.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And it's all like coastal artwork and and things like that. So anyways, I just wanted to call in. I don't want to hold up the show, but I just want to say, hey, everybody, you guys sound great, and carry on.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. We
Thank
sure
you.
Thank
will.
you.
We
We'll talk to you
Alright.
appreciate the
soon. We'll
call.
see you Sunday, 1 to
Okay,
4.
Wonderful. Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye. All right. Very cool. Yeah. The call will terminate on
It
its own.
did.
Yes.
Good.
All right. And you turned
Okay.
off the phone?
I just put it down to Q.
Oh, no.
No?
Yeah, just above Q, but make sure you hit the red button. So there you go.
Okay.
All right.
It's still a learning process here.
Yes. Yes, that's all right. So we're back, and so we've got 10 minutes or so before our next break. But we can. What else do we want to talk about here? So you've got this new venture here in Jensen Beach, and but you're not new to the community at all, right?
No, I've been in the community about 35 years now. I started originally at Barron and Buring, and then Albert went off on his own and created Albert G.
Nice.
And I spent 25 years working with him as under Albert G.
And what
Mhm.
did Albert G do?
Albert G was a silk flower designer, decorator, and he also went into the homes just like I can go into the homes and just give advice of what I think might work for their home.
Good. That sounds good.
Mhm.
And do you
Mhm.
also do silk flowers?
Yes.
You do. Okay. And I know your establishment, the painting on the walls is really unique because it makes everything pop. How you painted each wall a little bit different color, a little bright, so that when you put something on there and you put it down low and you put stuff up high, so your eyes are all around.
Yes. That's one thing Albert taught me many years ago, that it's okay that you don't have to have a picture at eye level and above. It's okay to put something down in a room, a painting or something, or a piece of sculpture.
All right. Good to
Good.
know.
Yeah.
All right.
That's good to know.
Yeah. Excellent. And what are your hours over there?
Right now we're in summer hours, so we're doing Tuesday through Saturday from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Okay. Very good. And then when the season starts, what, like in October? Is that when you? Or
October we'll go back
Mhm.
to probably 9 to 6.
okay.
Okay.
All right.
And still be closed Sunday and Monday.
No, we wouldn't be closed on Monday. We would only be closed on Sunday,
All right.
Yeah.
except for special events like we're doing this Sunday, which I hope
Mhm.
everybody comes out to.
Sure.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I think you probably had a good turnout at the last one. I was at the last one
Mhm.
for a
Yes.
while. And then when I left, and then I was there early though. And then I'm sure a lot of people came after that because it was just amazing. All the food and the wine but everything was displayed
Mhm.
so nicely. And you could actually see everything. It wasn't crowded, overly crowded.
Right.
So you could take special notice of this figurine or that painting or pair of earrings or some paintings on the wall.
Yep.
And some glassware.
All
Yes.
right.
Yeah.
Very good. And you have a web presence? You have a website?
We are on Facebook right now.
Right, we're on Facebook. If you go into
Microphone
Facebook,
works
sorry.
better. Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
If we go into Facebook Marketplace, and we're live, we're having a catalog live done worldwide. It should be completely live by Monday. But you can come and view us under Keith's Home Decor and Gallery, or just come look up Kim Royal.
Just
There
that
you go.
easy. All right.
Just
Perfect.
easy enough.
All right.
It's a public forum, so please come take a look, shop, and come on down to see us. We have some very unique, amazing pieces. And like I said, we go through young local artists, as well as
Seasoned
fine art,
artists.
right? Seasoned, fine art that you'll see in the Museum of Modern Art.
Wow. All right.
Yeah.
Cool. Good to know.
Yes, it
All
is.
right. Good. Well, that's wonderful. Well, we're delighted to have you join us today and share with our listeners where they can find you. And
Well,
and
they
that
hear the commercial all
all
day
the
long,
time,
all
all
day
the time.
long.
Yes.
Keith's Home Decor.
Yes.
So why we wanted to bring you on so
Yeah.
that people could hear
Right.
the voice and then get a picture in their
And-
mind of what this guy looks like with the big dark hair. He's 6'5".
Right. Right. But and so the thing is, with a commercial, it's a little bit of a tease. It gives you a little bit of who, what, where, and when, but it's only 30 seconds.
Right.
So by a longer format conversation, our listeners get an opportunity to learn a little bit more about you, and then should give them the impetus to come in and visit with you and say, "Wow, we want to learn even more." So
Right.
yeah. So
It makes them want to come and
yes.
Yeah,
Open up
I
the
thank
door.
you for having me on today.
Sure, absolutely.
It's been a great experience for me to get my name back out there and known to the customers.
Right.
We're always in different developments like Harbor Ridge, Mariner Sands,
Mhm.
wonderful.
Yachting Country Club. So
Super.
we
duper.
can always come out and give you some advice.
Excellent. Yeah.
And I can't wait to go see what he got at the Mart.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right. You'll be rolling those things out as the months go on, right?
Yes, I will.
Mm-hmm. Super duper. All right. Well, it's good to take probably our next regulation timeout. So we want to hit the 360, right? All right. Perfect. Just perfect. And we're gonna hit the
F1.
F1, and then we'll be right back. All right. Turn off the mic.
To be dressed that way, you're either in love or an end man in a minstrel show.
Spanning the globe to bring you the constant variety of sport, the thrill of victory, and the agony of defeat. The human drama of athletic competition. This is
There we go. We're
Are
back.
we on? Yeah.
We are. All right. All right. So there we go. So you want to put it back into studio feed. There we go. Much better
Okay.
audio.
Sorry.
right? Maybe if we did a little bit of afternoon libations prior, it might even improve things. Who knows?
I don't know.
Oh my lordy. No, we're not drinking. So right
No,
now,
not at all.
No, not at all. This is a very Yeah, just
I'm trying to
I'm
take this
being
very
goofy.
seriously.
And we are. But yes,
trying to learn it. It's
yes,
just not an easy thing.
there's a lot of steps.
There is a lot of steps.
People
and
don't realize it.
No,
So
they don't.
so Debbie has a much greater appreciation for the things that I've been doing over
Right.
the years.
But it's much more comfortable just interviewing the people and trying to do the board because there is a lot. You do it and you can do it no brainer. You
Well,
automatically do everything and know everything. Where I not at that point.
No, it takes a lot of training and
Yes.
lots of time, and
Yes.
you don't know this stuff right from the get-go.
No.
You just don't. And because while you're interviewing somebody, you have to be thinking, okay, well, it's this is the time it is now. We want to be out on commercial at a
Well,
certain
that's
time.
what I was doing because I
Yes.
was watching the clock and trying to think
Right.
of what I had to do and
Right, right.
what I have to click on and off.
You have to be in the moment, but planning the next
next
moment.
moment.
Yes. Yeah.
And when you're used to doing that, like I can cut hair with probably my eyes closed because I know what.
See,
And you couldn't do that.
I have a hard time just cutting a piece of paper. So I have I would not be a good candidate to be a
Right.
barber training. I
No.
would think my grandfather who was a barber and raised two of my uncles, which were barbers, would probably be very sad to know that no, that's not going to happen with his grandson.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, it's okay. He did, even being a hairdresser, right? A lot of what you do is conversation with the people.
Right.
You got a captive audience in the chair, and you get to talk to them, you get to visit, get to learn them, learn their likes and dislikes, things of that sort. And of course, if you're a good salesperson and you've got products to sell, different shampoos or
Right.
conditioners, it's a good opportunity. Not only can you cut their hair, but maybe you can sell some stuff, right?
Right.
So that's just part of the gig.
Right.
I get it. And but so that's the genes that I got. Selling stuff.
Well, and
Yeah.
you do a good job at it.
I try. So today is July the 26th, and today the FBI was born on this date.
Oh,
in history.
really?
President Theodore Roosevelt's administration and the Attorney General Charles Bonaparte decided he needed a squad of investigators to handle a rising tide of crime and corruption. Bonaparte's grandnephew of Napoleon appointed 9 former Secret Service agents and 25 of his own men to form a special agency force. On July 26, 1908, he ordered the new force to begin conducting investigations for the Department of Justice. It was the birth of the Federal Bureau of Investigation, the FBI. Yeah, so the list of the FBI heroes is long and includes men and women like Special Agent Leonard Hatton, a bomb specialist who was on his way to New York and New York City on September 11th, 2001. When he saw smoke rising from the World Trade Center, he ran to the scene to help others escape. When the towers collapsed, he died beneath them. And the motto of the FBI is fidelity, bravery, integrity. So there it is there. And on this day in history, in 1775, Benjamin Franklin becomes the very first Postmaster General.
Oh, wow.
See that? I wonder what a stamp cost back then.
Not as much as today. They just went up again.
Again. It's just, sheesh.
What is it like? It's like 70 some cents now.
Good night.
I think so.
I-
It was what 65, and I think
So I remember. So
it's at 68, and then I think it's now 72, or they're close thereafter. I bought 2 rolls of
Oof.
the Forever stamps.
did you
So
have to
that-
take out a loan, a bank loan?
Almost.
Yeah. Gee willikers.
Yeah.
1788 on this date, the state of New York becomes the 11th state to ratify the Constitution of the United States. How cool is that? 1788. And in 1835 on this date, the first large-scale sugar plantation in Hawaii was started in Kauai. And in 1908, we know this, the FBI was founded. And then in 1947 on this date, President Truman signs legislation creating the Department of Defense, the National Security Council, and the Central Intelligence Agency.
Wow.
Right. And then lastly, in 1948 on this date, President Truman also signs an executive order ending racial segregation in the U.S. military. Should have happened maybe even before then, but it did happen. So
Right.
which is good on them for putting that into executive orders. So, okay, very good. And that is this day in history.
That's wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of good things to know.
So I did the because I didn't have the proper music for the what was going on here. We were watching on
Oh,
TV.
you mean the Olympics?
The Olympics? But I did the Wide World of Sports, which is kind of like the
Yeah.
Olympics, right? Because some of the outtakes on Wide World of Sports is actually outtakes from the Olympics, some of the
Olympics, yes, it
Olympic
is.
events. So.
Now, they have breakdancing this year.
No.
Yeah.
How cool is that?
They have breakdancing, skateboarding.
Nice.
There's a couple new things
Right.
that they've introduced.
Uh-huh.
So I guess we'll see them later on in the month of August.
Perfect. Perfect.
Yeah.
So what's Debbie got going on in the month of the closing days in the month of July?
Probably cleaning the shop and getting ready for next week,
Yeah.
another work week, and
Yeah.
doing some. I need to trim some bushes
Yeah.
and stay out of the heat.
Yeah.
It's just too hot. There's a lot of things I'd like to do outside, but it's just too hot.
Right. Well, it's supposed to rain, but I think that the Sahara dust is still breaking up a lot of those storms as they're coming.
Could be.
Closer to
I
us.
was listening to the weather on the way over here, and they said late tonight it's going to rain. So that's okay because then it's in the middle of the night, and it might permeate into the ground and not just run off because it's so dry.
Right.
With the sun out all the time.
So I'm going to give you the countdown clock in a couple of seconds. That we're going to have 5 minutes.
Okay.
Left of the show. So I'm just going to.
We're at 5:52.
5:52:50. We're at 5 minutes before we have to sign off.
Right.
Okay. So all right, and so I've been busy, and things have been percolating along in my life, and woof. I got called in to work. So after the show,
you're going to work.
Yes, I get to work to 10 o'clock tonight at Home Depot. So if you want to have,
do you have to work tomorrow?
I do at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, so you got to close and open.
Yes,
basically.
Yeah. Well, somebody, bless his heart, he'll actually be opening at 6:30 tomorrow morning.
Oh,
Yeah. So I get to sleep in and get there at 8.
okay. I might be able to do that at 8, but not at 6:30.
No, well, I have to be there 6:30 Sunday morning.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Okay.
So if you're an early riser and you want to come and visit with me and have some custom mixed paint.
Did you get the paint machines working again?
Oh, sure. Yeah.
They went down with the crisis.
They did. On Friday, there was all the, because, the staff, they're, everybody younger than me, which is just everybody. The computer stopped working. They go, "Up, our day is done." So they don't know what to do.
Wow.
Yeah. So, but fortunately.
How do you do it? Eyeball it, or just a couple drops of this color, a couple drops of that? There's formulas.
There is formulas. So what you can do is you can actually you eye match with the custom color chips that nearly match. So if you have like a something from your home that you want to have matched, right? And you don't have a color computer working, so you go through the color selection on the display, and you find the color that's nearest, that has most of the values that you're looking for in that color.
Right.
And you mix it up and you check it against your sample, and then you tweak it and you say, well, it needs more of this, more of that. And if you know the color wheel, that red cancels green, green cancels red, right? So if it's too red or too green, or you need to make it more blue or whatever, you just use all the, what the color wheel is, what the colors you have available to you are, and you try to do it with 3 colors ideally. And that's all there is to it, But I've been known to use more than 3 colors, just whatever it takes.
I do the same thing when I'm coloring someone's hair.
Right.
I don't use just one color.
No.
I could use 2, 3, 4.
Right.
Depending on what properties are in that and what I need to do them to do.
Right. Right. So you and I do exactly the same thing, and of course you take notes.
Right. I do.
Yes.
I have a formula.
Exactly.
Whoever gets color, there's a formula written down so that I know. only have to think once
Right,
about it.
right.
I can go back and do the exact same thing again.
Right.
Half an ounce of this, a quarter ounce of this, an eighth ounce of this,
Mm-hmm.
a drop of that.
Mm-hmm. See that?
Yep, it
Right.
works.
Right.
And then I thought when I went to high school, what do I need all this? Why do I need chemistry? Why do I need to know
Now
this?
you
And
know.
now I know. Yes. I
Right.
never thought of, and even starting hairdressing, I never thought about it as like chemistry, but it is.
It is chemistry. And then, of course, our class would have taught you the color wheel.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
So there it is. Yeah. 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 So we're down to.
Well, I have a color wheel for hair and
Right.
all the different colors. Like you
Mhm.
said,
Mhm.
the red and green, you have to know what to do and
Right.
how to take the brass out of the hair and what
Right.
to add and what to subtract.
All right. So you're going to want to push the button in 5 seconds. No, the 360. There you go.
Okay.
Now. All right. Very good. And we've got a whole minute to say goodbye to our listeners. We thank you all for listening and being a part of our show.
And thank you for and putting up with me. Next week's another learning week for me.
Yes, but every week's better.
It is.
It
It's
really
getting,
is.
It's
It
getting
truly
a little
is.
bit. Yes.
And then we'll be back next week for more fun and frivolity.
Yes. And we have, I think, another special guest coming next week.
Outstanding. All right. So stay tuned and look
Ciao
for us.
for now.
All right. And we'll be out in about 30 seconds. So we thank you for listening, and we'll be back here next week.
Bye.